few years ago, I was sitting in my living room on a January evening thinking about my week ahead. Here's what it looked like. On Monday, I was scheduled to give an all-day workshop on time management at a company just outside of Boston. I live in southern New Hampshire, so that meant driving about 2 hours to get there, delivering the all-day workshop, then driving another 2 hours home. The next day, I was scheduled to provide an all-day management training session to another company just outside Boston. After that was over, I needed to drive 4 hours to Vermont. Over the course of the next 2 days, I was scheduled to give 15 one-hour service excellence training sessions at a hospital in Vermont. The same 1-hour training session delivered 8 times on Wednesday and 7 times on Thursday. Then drive 3 hours to get home. And as I thought about it, I thought, man, this week is going to be a slog. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be absolutely exhausting. Then I thought to myself, hey, wait a minute. You're building a new business. Your services are in demand. Your week is booked. The purpose of my business is to help people and organizations thrive in the marketplace and beyond. You'll have an opportunity to positively influence the lives of hundreds of people this week. And you're also going to get paid very well for talking, not digging ditches outside in New England in January. Even though my circumstances were exactly the same, I changed my attitude and my behavior simply by changing my mind, by thinking differently. A.R. Bernard once said, "The quality of your thinking determines the quality of your life." The best way to change your behavior is to simply change the way you think. Think of a tree. It has roots and it has fruit. In order to change the fruit, you need to change the roots. Think of your beliefs as the roots of a tree and your behavior like the fruit. And in order to change your behavior, you need to change your beliefs. Follow the logic here. Right thinking leads to right actions, which leads to right results. Most people are asleep at the wheel when it comes to their thinking. They simply accept whatever comes into their mind. Their thoughts go unchallenged, whether they're true or not, whether they're helpful or not. We need to get into the habit of challenging our thinking and directing our thoughts. This is what psychologists call cognitive control, the ability to intentionally point your attention to where you want it to go, rather than have it go wherever it wants. To act differently, you must think differently. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways you can practically manage your mind in order to change your behavior. Hi, I'm Del Gilbert, and this is another Accelerating Excellence Insight. Let me ask you a few questions. Do your thoughts lead to a flourishing or languishing life? Do your thoughts help you or hurt you? Are your thoughts encouraging or discouraging? Do you believe everything you think, or do you challenge your thoughts? The greatest freedom you have is the ability to direct what you think, and no one can take that away from you. We are the only species in the world that can actually think about our thoughts and then intentionally redirect them. We are free to choose what we think about. Our minds are amazingly pliable, so let's take advantage of this. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Here are 3 ways to manage your mind in order to change your behavior. First, pay attention to your thoughts. Become more aware of how you think. Don't passively accept everything that comes to mind. Don't believe everything you think. Don't get down on yourself. Begin to think of yourself differently, more positively. There's a difference between learning from failure and wallowing in it. You're going to make mistakes. Learn from them, but don't dwell on them. You can't change your past, but your future is a clean slate. Remember, behavior change is essentially identity change. You cannot consistently behave in a manner that is inconsistent with the way you see yourself. Number 2, replace unhealthy thoughts with healthy thoughts. You have probably heard that an effective way to break a bad habit is to replace it with a good habit. And the same principle holds true here. Don't just pull the weeds, plant flowers in its place. Rewire your brain. Redirect unhealthy and unhelpful thoughts into constructive thoughts. Cut new grooves into your mind, and then, as author Bob Goff says, go Grand Canyon with them. Third, think offense, not defense. Don't just think survive, think thrive. You can't thrive tentatively. If you're wanting to start a side hustle, don't just hope your new business can survive. Plan on dominating the market. If you're going for a job interview, don't just hope you don't say something stupid. Plan on nailing it. If you need to make a presentation, don't just hope to get it over with. Intend to hit it out of the park. And if you need to lose some weight, don't just hope you can lose a few pounds. Plan to get in the best shape of your life. So the best way to change your behavior is to start at the roots and change the way you think. The Apostle Paul wrote in the New Testament, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Train your thoughts to help you, not hurt you. Maximize your mental resources. The thoughts you have about yourself largely determine the kind of life you lead. Don't sell yourself short. Choose to think about yourself in ways that contribute to your success. Your outlook largely determines your outcome. And often our greatest battle is fought between our ears. I'm Del Gilbert, and this is another Accelerating Excellence Insight.